andas.
Men det gjorde vi ju förra året. På väg till Penningholmen.
Det är ju fan att det är, vi ska göra det på BB och på den här
One water. Så. Nej! Nej! Kom här. Nej, det går förbi bort.
Det är några stackare som har 60 timmars förlossningar, men annars är nog det här lite värre.
Oj, varsin.
Ja. Börja med Fredrik. Det spelar ingen roll.
Ja.
Matt. All right, what is it? 6 o'clock at home?
Yep.
Hi, Catherine, Charlotte, Matthias. Charlotte, I'm eating your favourite Oreos. All right, I've got to take this through the fence and then right. Jag kan låna min annars om någon som inte har.
Jag tar en.
Jag hittar någon.
Den kan, jag la ju min i innerfickan. Som du har fått med också ligger den där.
Nej, är det?
Blommorna är inte.
Nej, men det är något här.
Det ligger jävla. Tack.
Fantastiskt. Behöver ni någonting från Ann?
Ja, vi får inte ta emot något, men tack. Eran kärlek tar vi emot.
Ja, och den får ni verkligen.
Tack.
Vi har följt er hela dagen igår.
Vad roligt.
Fantastiskt bra jobbat.
Tack.
Det är något.
Tack.
Ner för ögonen och allting.
Perfekt.
Solen. Är det här kast?
Ja, det är kast.
So, team 3, how are you?
We're a bit too cold for it to be wise idea to go on at this point. So we are gonna take care of that, warm ourselves up in the sun and coffee. We have 1,000 meters to go to Nämdö, and we will be warm on Nämdö, but we also learned a hard lesson last year about getting too cold and not taking precautions, and we don't want to end up with Saipi again. So no risk. No risks, just being very careful. We are at a good point in the race, and what we need to do now is make sure we finish. And at the moment, we are absolutely on the run for that.
Thank you. Have a nice rest.
Enjoying a coffee in the sun isn't too bad either.
Have a nice rest.
Det går bra det. Ja.
Det blir lite tungt för min andning med båda era armar uppe på min bröstkorg. Ja, tack.
Kaffe.
Tack.
Ja. något annat om jag ska gå till båten?
Inget jag tänker på.
Ingenting vi kommer på nu, men säkert något precis när du kommer
Ja,
tillbaka.
absolut.
Det här blir jobbigt för din mage, Susie.
Ja, det går bra. Jag lutar mig mot dig. Jag tänkte jag skulle passa på att blunda. Så jag lutar mig. Gör det. Se till om det blir jobbigt.
Ska vi lägga oss i en sked istället? Är det mer avslappnat?
Ja, det är det.
Gör det.
Jag lägger i mitten då, Fredrik.
Vad sa du?
Lägg i mitten.
Ja.
Jag vickar innanför där då.
Ta dig framför.
Innanför Fredrik. Ska jag flytta på mig? Ja. Jag bara. Så. Det är jobbigt att ligga ner för någon. Nej, det är bra.
Till höger. Ville du till höger? Ja. Ja. Bra gänget! Härligt! Vi ska försöka komma in här.
Right.
I'm getting out here.
Why? That's an island. Oh, you're right. It's a different fingerprint. Oh man, that was so much longer.
Nice and refreshing. Nice and refreshing. Strong work.
What's going on? Okay. Yep. Oh, wait. Stay right there, I got you. Okay, you're undone.
This is connected, right?
Yeah. Oh, the water is. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't check.
Oh, good, you helped me there.
Oh! Well, where now?
Jeez Louise. That was my best.
That was like 2K.
Dude, that was so hard.
That was not 1.3K.
This is connected or no?
I don't think it is. But it may, I mean, I'm like,
Okay, we'll
either
just
way,
get out and
Justin,
swim the rest.
Get your vest. Check it out with me. Check it out with me.
Well, we got 4Ks
I got your vest.
running. I'm
want me to
not
do
gonna
my
put it
pro
on.
vest?
I'm gonna run and
Okay.
get warmed up. But
Okay.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. So we thread that needle, but I think you hit here instead of over here.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have a little jump. But so I did want to say I got these plain tortillas. If like soft carbs like would help. Also, I got Vince your cheese tortillas. Nothing's hitting. All right. I have two maps. Chips are hitting. I have two maps. Real hard. Good job, Kayla. I'm glad you got some.
I have some salamis.
Chocolate?
Oh, yes.
Oh. All right, let's do chocolate. Not feeling that either.
No, we're running with a pack.
On the next spot, you are. Yes,
Okay.
you have a 4K to the checkpoint 11, and then a 5K.
Yeah, but are we running on this island with a pack?
No, I'm just trying to get you something to eat. But
Okay.
are you gonna want to eat on the next one? Anything you want to
Well,
eat?
I'm gonna swim across. I'm gonna warm up by the time I.
Are you sure?
How long's the swim on the next one?
We don't have a swim for a little while.
Yeah, 4Ks, and then what?
4Ks and then 5K. 4K to 11 and then 5K to 8, and then it's that short little crossover
Oh, like
to the
9Ks?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
So you're gonna warm up. I
Wait.
just need you to get to the right spot.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
can you
saying.
go get to the right spot and then we can start running. I have this packed. I have both maps. Do you want a map too, Vince?
No, I think it's either or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right. I have the two for you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys get to this point.
Okay.
But we get shot picker on the other side.
Chips are the absolute
Okay.
Justin,
Yeah.
apple of my eye right now. You gotta get to the sun is shining all this way. Oh no, shift down. Come on, you guys. Keep going, keep going.
Well,
All right, let me know if anything else calls to you.
No, sir.
Oh, thank you.
But are we still thinking that way, guys?
yeah.
Okay. So let's get this post up here. I think we should have, if we can hit the power line. It's going to feel like a footpath.
Huh?
Kind of feels like a footpath. But either way, you've got to go to the coast, so we're just going to head this way, I think.
You want to go right a bit more?
You what?
Right a bit. Just
No, because we're still going this way.
Okay.
The idea is to get to the checkpoint, which is on the coastline along here.
Okay.
So just kind of set up on a footpath. Because we're following the coastline. Look.
Okay, yeah.
To there. So
Okay,
we're
wait.
kind of. So
Okay.
can you give me could you just help me with that? Just that quickly, because I feel like
Whoa, don't quickly.
Okay, well. want me to help you?
Just need to find the.
No. Just want that. Okay. Yeah, okay, good, cool. Which is exactly where I think where the path seems to be, so I'm happy. Stay on this trajectory, you can just hit the water. It's going to get hot. You'll get warm soon. Training has been pretty wild weather.
Yeah. Corky. Oh, I know, drop there. Got me. Oh, I probably need to pick a nice ice. Weird, mate.
7.
7.
No blood.
Yeah.
Last thing I hockey. Next time we go. He must have worked hard. I did actually work hard. I'm like, my muscles a bit sore. That doesn't normally happen. And day after, I went to see the osteopath. I was like, oh, what happened here? I'm like, I forgot I had a big bruise, big corky where the ball had hit me. I was like, I thought I had sore quads from running. I just hadn't forgot about it.
How what?
You know what's neat, Brandon? In the front.
Yeah.
The Ultra Mega Trail. Sort of.
I think this is the one that just goes all through the archipelago.
Yeah. It was the he did the orange one. Yeah. The orange one from Stockholm to Nynäshamn, and then a different orange one from Quipsholmen. Oh, Quips. The big ferries at the start, so back.
This is the trail that
But I think he did do this.
the course race director, the old one,
Oh yeah,
can't think of his name.
Michael. Is it Michael?
Yep, he's been working on it for 2 years. Planning the route for it.
Yeah, right. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, like those
Those songs.
markers weren't there 3 years ago.
Okay.
But lots of the trails were.
Yep.
But he kind of linked them all together and added a few. We're gonna go nowhere. There's a lake on our right here. Får det på film.
Det ska jag se till.
Gud, jag... Fy fan vad mycket skit det ska vara. Kan inte bara vara...
Det ser så krångligt ut.
Ja, det kan inte bara vara liksom 26 grader så jävla glada och nöjda. Ingen...
Och lika varmt
Men
vatten.
här har du den.
Ja.
Nej, jag vet inte. Klassiskt. Klassiskt. Slivshängaren. Som den heter. Ja, men vad bra, jag funderar på vilket lag som hade snott den.
Ja. Som bara, sån där skulle
Ja.
man ju ha.
En slivs. En slivs. Nej.
Så. Oj. Jätteskumt.
Äter ni och dricker ordentligt nu?
Ja.
Så den här goda känslan
Ja,
finns
du får
kvar.
kämpa med den här.
Tänk vad sura vi var på doktorn som aldrig kom.
Ja,
Och så står vi här.
Exakt, nöjda och glada. Och lite varma så. Kände att man höll på att svettas ihjäl.
Ja, faktiskt. Så.
Ja.
Just det. Kan du upp med Helena?
Lite där.
Droppa, vad ska jag göra?
Dra upp den.
Ja, jag fick aldrig vaselin nu.
Det har jag.
Skit.
Det går inte att tränga in vaselinet.
Här har du.
Är den bra?
Jo, det går. Ja, det är bra, tror jag. Kolla framifrån alla där.
Ja, men det blir jättebra.
Jag vill ha med en sån gul burk. För jag har något riktigt bra på gång i armen. Men du, Anders, du får ha den för jag får...
Anders stoppar den i ryggen.
Jag har min hand.
Vill jag med?
Jag får liksom inte till det här. Jag känner mig som ett barn.
Du är det.
Vill jag ha med vaselin eller?
Nej. Om du inte tittar ner så underlättar det i livet. Helvete. Så.
Ja.
Ja, och så andra. Jag ska ha min sån mössa med.
Musse?
Ja. Hade vi 30 minuter extra där så var det där nu.
Men vi har gjort det här ganska bra. Vi har inte varit här mer än i 10 minuter.
Fan bra Alex.
Det är ändå bra.
Jag spelar. Och nu är ni på både mysse och direkt.
Jo.
Jag tror det var jättebra att vi går upp på öarna.
Ja, det var bra. Anders, vad tror du om att ha den här så här?
Ja.
Jag tror jag kan andas bättre då.
Ja, gör
Testa
det.
det då.
Kör det.
Det är inte så långt sim nu ändå.
Men du kan ju stoppa
kan du
ner
testa
på
det.
ön i så fall.
Ja,
Nu är det, var det ju
Nej, men jag
var det
menar-
typ 600 eller någonting.
denna. Och inte ha den här uppe. Har jag stängt rätt där nu eller?
Ja.
Och sen...
Och så stänger du nästa.
Den kommer behövas.
Kanske någon tar den här såsen. Precis. Tycker att oj vad gott.
Anna, vad var det jag skulle tänka på sjön, sa du?
Att liksom gå så lång som ön är, rätt neråt så. Så ni inte kommer ut på den lilla stranden till vänster utan bara rätt ner så.
Näset på andra sidan.
Ja, rätt söderut nu.
Ja.
Tänk till. 3, 2, 1, hopp.
go up. Up in a bit. And then up here. Yeah, that's it. And then 2 feet, that's the one. And then we're going to go to reverse and down, there, left, okay? Over to reverse, there, left. Come down towards a stream on our running path. So then it takes us towards the sea again.
You notice we're all getting a little bit clumsy.
Yeah, well, because it's that kind of cognitive, I guess, fatigue, cognitive.
Yeah. And the terrain, obviously.
Well, I mean, I'd probably trip over on this when I was doing fresh.
Yeah, me too.
So, but yeah, I mean,
I am cool to be going. Quite often.
yeah. Yeah, you just have to kind of read really methodical and think about taking your feet off the rest.
Yeah.
That's the thing I always do when I'm running, when I get like into the Isles. It's kind of similar to this, very similar. It's like different rocks with this same to the Isle rock, and then it has all these roots. So it's like just like that, perfect. It's so easy to trek because it. It's kind of feels similar to the section from the. Reminds me of the section in the camp schools.
Not there yet, no.
No, we're not. Well, I mean, like, as the crow flies, we're not far. But as the course goes, I'm sure we're very far. I think we probably 5k we might be on. I think it's Scott. We even know maybe I'll come with people. I think that might be 5-6 out. Maybe more. Yeah, maybe more. It's funny because I wonder where. It is intriguing to wonder how people hear it in everyone's tails.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So much can clearly as you
Yeah. I'm not going to concentrate. It was a falling apart. We should. I'm not going to concentrate when I'm talking. Gaz? Sorry, I was talking and not concentrating on the map. I kind of feel like we're still on the path, right? But I didn't spot coming past the river. We should have done, but I wasn't concentrating. Probably still.
Cry me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking to Reed. Is the marsh there?
Got water down there.
That's the marsh there. Okay. Okay. So
We're still good.
no. Okay, that's good. But marsh there. I mean, like we're still fine. But I just
We're still on Marcus's path.
yeah. No, I didn't. I was chatting and not saying on that.
What's that, Ray?
Okay, now I've got drippy water on me, I thought it was rain.
That's probably coming out your sleeves.
Yeah. Sweat, probably.
It's path straight down there.
Okay. That's way.
Come on, Ray.
Är det den entydiga smärtan på ena sidan?
Nej, det är nog mer hela nu. Hela bröstkorgen gör ont.
Ja. Får vi bara lyssna och bara jämföra med hur det såg ut innan?
Ja.
Innan. Tar du och lyssna på det. Så har vi så inte liksom mot fel. Hej. Ja, sorry. Ja.
Det är en värdelös tanke jag har aldrig stå och hålla balansen efter
Jag kan ta den.
hur många timmar har vi?
Korrigerar jag det annars lite åt vänster.
11 bara. Känns som 16.
Nej, 11.
Kan det vara 11?
Det stämmer.
Fy fan
Vadå
vad...
11 timmar?
Nej, klockan är 11.
Ja,
Jag har fått en tagg här.
tänkte nu har de tappat.
Ja, det hade varit... Det känns inte som 11 timmar.
Det var bara samma som förra gången.
Och gör väl en sån här också.
Nu har du en sporttopp emellan. Men det...
Jag gör så där. Svårare att höra.
Du har inte ont i några vader eller... Alltså, jag förstår att det inte är vaderna, men något mer än...
Jo, jag har ont.
Kroppen är lite låg på energi så den är dålig.
Ska jag säga alla ställen jag har ont?
Nej, jag tänkte mera på just i benen.
Nej.
Någonting som är speciellt
Nej.
som du inte känner igen
Nej,
från
nej,
normalt.
nej.
Det låter fortfarande rent på lungljuden liksom.
Då kör vi.
Ja. Det är liksom...
Hur är fullen? Jag har inga knogar.
Nej, det är paddlarna som gör det.
Men de är bra.
Nu ska jag till flaggstången.
Ja, det är bra.
Ja, den som flaggar, ja.
Ökar den här smärtan liksom markant, då får vi liksom bara...
Jag kommer inte gav om inte ni säger att det är farligt.
Nej.
Nej.
Så du vet.
Men, jo, jag känner till ert klientel.
Ja.
Vi följer upp dig liksom,
Ja.
även när vi sitter på båten.
Yes.
Så sen kan vi göra en utflykt och bara kolla så att allt
Ja,
är
det är
okej.
kul. Får ni något att göra också?
Ja, precis. Ja, men det är bättre att vi föregår liksom, så vi inte hamnar i någon dålig
Du
situation.
syresätter ju det enormt bra.
Enormt bra syresättning.
Ja,
Det är bra.
Du gör det på
Så som du andas, Helene, så...
90%, och det är ju lite ovanligt.
Ja, och sen är vi
Anders.
ett lag liksom. Så
Anders,
Ja.
luva är uppe.
Vad är uppe?
Eller du har inte luvan nedstoppad.
Robbat.
Tack killar, var snälla ner.
ja, men,
Som kommer att titta till mig.
ja, men när du springer och säger att det här går inte.
Nej,
Då-
och jag sprang i sporttopp.
Ja.
Men då går vi går ju.
Vi går.
Ja.
Och så springer man lite. Och så
Ja.
går det.
Och jag säger nu...
Det gör, eller jag tror alla gör så.
Och var inte dum heller liksom. Och ignorera för mycket.
Nej.
Du känner typen?
Ja, 20 år med swimrun. Så vi har väl lite koll på hur dumma ni är.
Ja.
Nej, inte så. Skämt åsido, så är det ju liksom... Man vill...
Jag vill inte ge upp.
Så är det ju liksom.
Ja.
Annars, liksom.
Nej. Och det är ju liksom...
Men vi har också 3 barn hemma.
Ja.
Det hade ju varit käckt om de har en morsa.
Eller hur?
Ja, visst.
Där någonstans drar jag gränsen.
Ja, bra.
Men nu...
Ja, men vad bra. Då är vi...
Nu kommer vi simma läsesim.
Då är vi lugna med
Ja,
hur
tack
det här
för hjälpen.
Ja, tack.
Ja,
Väldigt
grymt.
snällt.
Bra.
Ja.
Njut av vattnet nu, ni var ju supervarma innan.
Ja,
Ja,
helvete.
det var varmt och gott var
Var
det.
det någon som hade hällt in sån frosty i det här vattnet där borta?
Helene,
Nu
är
har
du
jag
snäll?
beställt lite halvvarmt här i alla fall.
Ja, tack.
Helene,
Suttit och hällt i termosvatten.
Helene, är du med?
Ja, hej.
Jag har kokkatten är borta.
Ja, det är bra. Nu är jag med.
Yes, då
Då
kör
börjar
vi.
jag Simon. 3, 2, 1.
Jag tog det egentligen. Då tänker jag på...
Alla glada?
Water. Yeah. That's definitely water. At the end of it or in the middle? Going uphill, going a bit around to the right, but I'd say difficult to say from here. The end of it behind us. The end of it looks like what's going on. Sure, it's just not. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's pretty sure now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that could be that. No, it can't be that. That could be. Can't be there. There's no path. We couldn't have got there. Could it be here? Where we're supposed to be? Couldn't it? This is a significant path now. It's opened up. Okay. I'm just saying. I mean, we're gonna back Chris's initial. Yeah. Okay. And this is on the right. There. But this could be that. I mean, that looks possible, plausible, right? Yeah. Look at the shape of it. Path going down there, right? Yep. Let's go around here. Okay.
Are we looking for checkpoint 7 right now?
No. Well, yeah, but not quite. We're
Still trying to get it.
we just have to swim across.
Oh, do we to get it?
It's a 500-minute swim.
Okay.
You're doing that in that suit, or are you? Well, now I'm in it. I might as well do the swim in it. If you know what I mean. No point in getting changed and then get cold. And then I'll probably change depending on what the route is. If we're still going.
Is that the last? Are we moving to the sector?
I think so, because
You move stage. Stage 3. That's checkpoint
that
7.
house up there, guys.
Through there, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's not. I'm really.
Well, hold on. Now I'm going to look back on that water. There we go.
You're going for the water.
I'm going to look back at that water. Look.
Oh, okay.
There's the water down there.
Okay, fine. Well, maybe we're just not nearly as far ahead as we thought we were.
Which is possible.
Like,
Keep doing that.
yeah, I mean, maybe we just haven't moved as nearly as far as we thought. We were exactly where we wanted to be, no other path.
So there's the water.
Yes, oh. No, that wouldn't work. Yeah, no, I mean, that's right, it's possible, Gav. We haven't been running for us, have we?
No, not since we not done that.
So it might be that we're just moving really slowly.
So we've got left and right now.
Okay. Okay. Either whatever it is, this is the way we want to go.
Yeah.
Whatever these junctions are, if it's that junction, we go that way. If it's these junction, any of these types of junctions, there.
Yeah.
Look, so we'll go there and we'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you use the bearings and then the recommended target. Yeah, fine.
Excellent tape.
Good. Good right.
More houses up there.
Good right. Good. We'll have to line up the bumper.
No, I can't run in this next week.
Too hot.
Too hot. My groin area is sloshing.
That's nice. What's really cool?
And then we'll get on the road. Hopefully. Maybe not. There we go. Train? Yeah. Well, you didn't calculate, but
Supposed to play.
got where we wanted to go.
So outside.
Yeah.
Who's over here? Oh, puppy? Oh, yeah. How was it? What? Oh, I couldn't get it up. Yeah?
You got to keep yours?
Marcus did, though.
Yeah.
Thomas? You gotta stay on the... whatever we're calling it.
change my socks and move my feet.
Yeah, is there anything you thought? Absolutely. Well, someone to let it? Yeah. If I don't have a check in 2 hours, I'm gonna get
Som säger hold to shut off.
Okej.
Så gör det när det liksom inte finns lägen att filma och så.
Typ nu. Men den laddar inte jättemycket för den stänger av. Den är på 9%.
Ja. Vi skulle kunna testa om ni har tid nu.
Ja, de ska sova en kvart.
Sorry.
De ska sova en kvart. Så. Ja. Ja, men gör det.
Vi har en kabel vi hade kunnat byta på.
Ja, ja men gör det.
Det är många som blir flashade av det. Mest förbannade.
Pretend it's here somewhere.
Wait, we're running.
We're not running.
But maybe. No, we're not. We'll be power walking. Sorry, Ray. Come on.
I mean, I can run, but I am sweaty.
Well, we're going to cool down in the swim. But, I know, I was just... Let's see. I mean, when you start checking, then you start running.
You just can't help it. It will.
Oh, look. Yeah. And then, yeah.
Into a rhythm and a groove.
When we were swimming, I managed to
I
get...
need my swimrun suit back on.
When we were swimming in the wave, I managed to find the rhythm of the waves.
Yeah.
So it was
That's
every...
when I think we started to move. I do think we got stuck again.
Because he told me to move direction and head in a different direction, which meant I couldn't get in the rhythm of the waves.
Yeah, because we were going exhausted.
Exactly. Because we were going side by side, I could go woof, woof.
Yeah.
And we were moving really well. And
Yeah.
as soon as he told me to move in a different direction, which was kind of a cross.
Yeah.
Vad fan?
Har de börjat filma?
Den var varmare.
Ja. Kan inte ta Alex, ta det.
This is Team 8, and we say hello and welcome because we're back in Studio Briggen. We are quite close to the top team, which is the Sweden-Australia team, Team 3, which is now getting closer and closer to the fourth stage. They are swimming now towards checkpoint 14, where the new maps soon will be handed out to the leading team. Stefan Chanel, the course designer, is here alongside me. Team 6, Stefan, they have done this race a couple of times. They know a lot about the conditions here. Is there anything, do you think, that will surprise Team 6 when they get the new map soon?
Not really, I think, honestly. I mean, in a way, because at this stage of the race, we can introduce some surprises, but it's quite straightforward, the corridor we're going in. And they've been here before, they've studied the map, so if I would have been in their place, they would have made a lot of scenarios on if we go from here to there, how do we solve that from here to here and so on. So I think there are very few surprises really at this stage. The challenge is more on their side, how they cope now when they go into the second day. Keeping up the speed because they've been running fast the first day and so on. So that I think the challenge is more there than if there are surprises.
And the distance right now from the leading team, Team 3, down to Team 1, Australia, is quite big, so they don't need to stress things through.
No, that's correct. And we've seen Team 6 the earlier years. They have sort of paced themselves that they have gained the lead the years where they've been winning, and then made sure they kept the lead. But this year we've made sure that they don't know how far in advance they are really.
Exactly.
So it's a different condition from that perspective. So
but we know.
We know.
We know.
Yes.
And this is the current standings. This is the leaderboard in the competition, in the race right now, where we can see at the last checkpoint, they were some 1 hour and 10 minutes behind. Now Team Australia, Team 1, they haven't really been to checkpoint 13 yet.
No, exactly.
And when you look at this leaderboard, Stefan, what do you think if you look in your crystal ball for the rest of the day?
I think what we see is we're starting to get some very clear groups. So the first group I would say is the Team 6, 1 and 3 that are right now in a class of their own. I'm not surprised. We were hoping that we had a couple of more teams there, but we know from this the last night there were a couple of teams that had to abandon the race. There were top favorites. So that's one very defined group. Then you have a second group that are behind, but we're seeing that they actually are gaining time a little bit.
Yes, some of them are actually. Team 8, for example, but we can see it's steady progress for the top 3.
Yeah, exactly.
All the way here, and we can also see that 2 teams, as you said, have been dropping out from the race. That's Team 9 and Team 5 due to medical conditions.
Exactly. And then we have the last 2 teams that we see on the leaderboard. They are again a little bit behind the second group. And they are starting to have a tough time, I think, with managing the time behind the leader and how they are going to complete the race.
And is it the tracking, actually, how the teams have been moving over this third stage? And this is a close-up on the top 3 teams. And when you see the choices they are making, what do you see?
I'm not surprised. On this island, which is where they are right now, there are a few very similar choices. So it's a bit on, do you want to run on a larger road or a path straight through the forest? So I'm not surprised on how they chose to address that and solve it.
What is also interesting now is one thing. On one hand, the conditions, of course, it's cold in the water. Maybe they will not swim that much as we predicted on beforehand. But also now, when we come to the checkpoint 14, the 8-hour rule kicks in, which is also interesting because if you're more than 8 hours behind the leaders, you will be taken off the course.
Yes. And if you remember what you saw on the leaderboard, there are a couple of teams that are very close to that. They are not 8 hours behind yet, but if you see the trend and how that has been evolving, once they get to the checkpoint 14, they are going to have either really speed up or have a difficulty to keep up.
Yeah. And talking about the temperature, it's chilly in the wind from the north, but in the water maybe some 13, 14 degrees. And we can see here Fredrik Nilsén, he's freezing a lot.
He is, and we've seen that before. And you see, it is a bit individual how you handle the cold. And Fredrik, we've seen him like this earlier years as well, but he then has recovered quite well as well. But one thing you talked about cold, there are a couple of things that happens when it's cold that affects the speed. The one thing, like you see here, that they are getting cold and that takes energy, but most of them also put on double layers, or more layers to keep the heat up, which makes it harder to swim. So it's like it's double the amount of negative effect with a cold. So that, I think, is going to affect how they tackle the end of the race as well, with how much they swim.
Absolutely. And as for this team, eventually they took a break. They made it to a sunny spot just to warm up and get some sun. And at that time, we get a report from Marika Wagner, who was one of the participants in the team.
So, Team 3, how are you?
We're a bit too cold for it to be wise idea to go on at this point. So we are going to take care of that, warm ourselves up in the sun and coffee. We have 1,000 meters to go to Nämdö, and we will be warm on Nämdö. But we also learned a hard lesson last year about getting too cold and not taking precautions. And we don't want to end up with Saipi again. So no risk. No risks, just being very careful. We are at a good point in the race, and what we need to do now is make sure we finish. And at the moment, we are absolutely on the run for that.
Thank you. Have a nice rest.
Enjoying a coffee in the sun isn't too bad either.
No. Have a nice rest.
Det går bra det.
A coffee in the sun might be a good idea, and also to stick together like they did there.
It looks like I have a good team spirit in the team.
Absolutely so. We got a map in the studio.
Yes.
This is the fourth stage, Stefan. If you're going to talk about the characteristics for this stage, what do you say?
Yes. So there are two things I think we should talk about. One is sort of the choices and how much swim versus running. And the second one is that we're actually now in day 2 and it's getting during the night here as well. So let's do the first one. They get new maps here at the checkpoint 14. This is a really long leg that they have down here. There are two obvious choices here. One, which I do think is the fastest, is to trail these small little islands, jump to the next ones, take a couple of the really big swims, next island, and swim again. So this is for sure the fastest one, if you're strong enough. Because we talked about the cold in the water, we talked about the fatigue. So I think some teams will start to think about, should they go over here to the big island Orne, and then they have nice trails running here where you can a little bit switch off your brain and relax and just run for a while and get your heat up.
Yeah.
Because we heard that many times before in the previous years, that the teams are looking for opportunities to get longer runs in, because then they will get back to a normal position.
Yeah. But is that only because of the cold, do you think? Is this one actually faster?
I do think this is the fastest one.
Yeah.
So what I think will happen is that I think Team 6, it will surprise me a lot if they take the Orne route. They are strong swimmers. They've done this before, so they know it. So I think they will go straight ahead. They will be a bit grumpy when they see there's a lot of swimming.
You think so?
Yeah, happened
they
before.
must know
They know me as well.
Yeah.
So they will for sure go there. I think the other early teams also will do that. But what I think can happen is that the teams that are further down, that we do see struggling with the time and also are tired, start to think about if they should do the longer route. And then they will lose even more time.
Yeah.
So that's what they have to evaluate.
And what we see now, also live pictures here from Team 6, is that they are coming ashore and they are very soon at checkpoint 14, where they will have this map in their hands.
Yeah. Mm.
Which is, and I don't know if you agree on that, but there's a night coming, the second night, and the sleep deprivation will kick in later on also. But this is by far the most demanding stage so far.
It is. And the two things more we want to talk about here is that, just as you say, Jonas, the sleep deprivation, when they get down to Utö and it's night again, we've seen over and over that teams that are getting really tired, and then you do beginner's mistake, really foolish mistakes, because you just can't think straight. So even if this is probably one of the easiest islands to do orienteering in,
the
Utö,
yeah,
it becomes the most difficult because you're in that stage of the race.
What happens when you're mentally fatigued? What kind of decisions could be bad?
In adventure racing, people talk about sleep monsters.
Yeah.
Which means that when you come here and if you slept too little, you start to see things that aren't there. So you start to hallucinate and believe there are things there that you are not for sure.
Okay. They're not on the map. It's a dinosaur.
No,
I can't see it anywhere.
No, and we've seen a few years ago, we saw one of the navigators walking on a road, and he literally fell asleep. So he walked with a line tethered to the one before and started to sleeping and dropping his map because he was walking and sleeping.
Yeah.
And that team, unfortunately, at one checkpoint they said, let's go that way, and then they just turned 90 degrees to the right and walked another way.
Yeah.
So things really strange things start to happen here.
And when I say that this is the most demanding stage, I haven't even mentioned this one, right? The Danziger Gap, which is a swimming maybe 5-6 kilometers in the dark.
So depending on which route they take here, and some teams like to do a shorter, start to swim directly, so they don't do so many transitions and island hopping, and some like to find the last island and swim from there. Mm-hmm. I think the competitors have a love-hate relationship to this, because everyone talks about Danziger Gap.
Oh, yes.
They want to get across, and they know that once they get to the other side, they're not at the finish line, but they know that the chances of reaching the finish line is so much higher.
Yeah.
So they want to get there. Everyone wants to do the swim, but it's tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
And I say 5-6K, that is correct even this year?
Yeah.
If they take the longer one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that the very shortest they can do this year, if they do all the small islands, it's 5 kilometers.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a little bit shorter than it's been before. But some of them, I think, will start to take some other routes and start swimming earlier. So I think that is the very shortest. Some will go here, and then it's 6, 7 perhaps, depending on if it's dark, if it's difficult to get up, they will just swim instead.
And what we saw last year, when the swimming really was brutal, was they had a headwind.
Yeah.
It's different this year, though. The wind is coming
it looks like
mostly
that.
from the north.
Yeah, so it looks like the wind is in their favor compared to earlier. So actually, I hope it stays like that, because they will have more fun then.
So when Team 6 now, when they are unfolding the maps, what do you think goes through the mind when you see this?
Honestly, I think it's like the Team 6, they are very... I mean, all teams are professional, but I see how they handle the navigation challenges with Johan, their support, and Daniel, the navigator. They are very efficient in looking at the maps, going together. Johan talks to Daniel, say, I think we should do this route. Do you agree? And Daniel looks and say, yes, let's do that. Then they just go. So they are very quick to the decisions. And as we've started by saying, I don't think there's too many surprises to them.
No.
In that team, they have different roles. Adriel can be a really funny guy, so he can crack jokes and keep the spirit up. Daniel and Christine are so race-focused. Adriel as well.
Yeah.
But he's the funny guy in that team, as we see it when we meet them.
But when they are doing the swimming, it's hard to communicate in between, I guess.
It is.
Even if you have good jokes, nobody will hear them.
And then Adriel is in the front and pushing hard. So he's the lead swimmer in that team, and he does that well. So that's super interesting to see how they interact and how they sort of help each other in those situations.
And finally, Stefan, I have some Q&As for you because we have some questions coming in. But before that, I'd like to underline and to repeat also what's happening here at the checkpoint 14, because once again, and that's important in this race, that is when the 8-hour limit, the 8-hour time limit kicks in, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
What happens then?
That means that if you as a team are more than 8 hours behind the leaders at any checkpoints, you're not allowed to continue the race.
So there will be there will be teams that will never do this stage. We know that already. Right.
There will be teams that are too late to that checkpoint.
Yeah.
And I know that everyone wants to finish the race. We usually say we don't design the course to eliminate teams. And it's not like a finisher race where everyone should finish. We want to make it hard, and some make it and some don't make it. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see. Okay, I said we got some Q&As. Keep sending us questions. We like that over social media, or you can also email us info@onewaterrace.com. That's the email address. So if you have any things that you're thinking about or any questions for us, use that email address, info@onewaterrace.com. And I got a couple of them already. This one is from Gothenburg, from a man called Anders. What's the difference between the maps used here and maps in a regular orienteering competition, or the one we used to have in school?
Good question. The short answer is that, well, if you look at the design of the maps, we use the same style of the maps. So if you've done orienteering or do that, you will recognize the maps. But normally, if you do an orienteering competition, the scale of the maps are between 1 to 15,000 and even down to 1 to 4,000 in sprint competitions. This is 1 to 25.
Oh, yeah.
So we cannot have as many details as we have on an orienteering map. I think that's the main thing. And then the other obvious thing, this is a huge map, so we haven't been able to walk in every location here and check for stones, forward pass and so on.
Yeah.
So an orienteering competition map is more detailed than this one.
But they do have more maps than this one also, right? They
of
do
course,
have close-ups, right?
They have close-ups.
Yeah.
But the close-ups are in the scale of 1 to 25,000.
Okay, so it's
which
still different.
is still a little bit sort of less details than an orienteering map.
All right, super. Second one, this one is from Germany actually, from Renata. Is it always the same symbols for everything on this kind of maps, regardless if you use it in Germany, Sweden or Africa? Is a stone and a fence a fence?
Pretty much, yes.
It is. Okay.
So in the orienteering community, and again, that's the style we use.
Yeah.
In orienteering, we have an international regulation of how we do maps. And that we use the exact same symbology. So an elite orienteer from Germany or France or Sweden can go to Norway and compete on the same level. Sort of. If we then look at adventure racing and these kind of races, I think the maps are different in every place. So it's the normal thing you do is that you take the maps that are available at the area and you use them. The difference here is that we did these maps specifically for this race. So here we've done the maps from ground up for this race.
And that's of course something to mention, that you're not only the course designer, you actually make all the maps also.
Yes, that's true.
Because you're one of the best map makers in the world, probably the best one.
For this kind of maps, but
Yeah, and how you do it, that's another question. We can talk about that later maybe, but that's also interesting. But we have a third one here from Amanda, from down under, from Australia. I don't know where, but from Australia somewhere. She has noticed that the teams use different types of compasses.
Yes.
And she wondered what is allowed and what is the most common one.
I honestly don't think we have any... yes, there's one rule about the compasses. They have to be analog. So you're not allowed to have digital tools like a GPS watch and these kind of things.
And you can't use Google Maps.
No.
So
you're not allowed to have smartphones and a digital assistance and so on. But then from the classic compass, there are two distinct different styles. One now I'm trying to show with my hands, but there's one that it looks more like a square that you hold in your hand.
It's a plate compass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That you can turn the compass.
The one we used in school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is, I shouldn't say old school, because there are actually elite orienteers that use it still. But the most common things nowadays is that you have a smaller one that you have on your thumb.
Yeah.
And the benefit of that is that then you can have your compass and the map in the same hand. And most people that do orienteering today, they don't like do the bearings and run on a bearing. They use it just to make sure that you hold the map right and know where north is.
Yeah, exactly.
In these kind of competitions, you do see people taking out the bearings and running after that, because during the night that helps them a lot.
Yeah.
So
the British team, for example, they use the old school plate map.
Yes.
Which is not so common then.
No, exactly. But we have in Sweden, we have one of the very best orienteers in Sweden, Gustav Bergman. He still runs with one of those old classic ones, and he's pretty good.
He's pretty good. So whatever works.
Exactly.
And the fourth and last one for now. This is a tricky one, and I'm going to read it to you. I hope you understand it. It's about this race, the one water race. Who would win? A relay team consisting of the best marathon runner who only runs and the best swimmer in the world who is only swimming. None of them have any experience at all of orienteering. And they are competing against the best orienteer, the world champion in orienteering, but he is only allowed to walk. You want another minute to think about it?
No, but let's start thinking out loud, as I usually say. Being an orienteer myself, not the world champion, but being orienteer as sort of the background, I think swimming is very hard. I don't think anyone that hasn't practiced swimming will ever get across dancing a gut. Not even close to it. They wouldn't have managed 3 kilometers swim.
The breaststroke.
Perhaps, but I don't think so.
No.
So thinking about that, the marathon and swimmer relay is for sure stronger. But then we've seen that even those experienced navigators have done mistakes.
Oh yes, yeah.
So honestly, I don't think any of those teams would have made it to the finish unless you had the orienteer do a crash course in swimming and the runner a crash course in navigation.
Which of the crash courses would be easier, do you think?
Navigation, I think.
Navigation, okay. Yeah.
Perhaps if you were allowed to give them a coach along the way, that for instance, I mean, for honestly, when we stood at checkpoint 4 this night, there's so many times that I would like to step in and say, you can make it much more easier if you would do it this way.
Yeah.
But I'm not allowed. So I'm just allowed to stand and watch and see what kind of choices they do.
Okay. But you put your money on the marathon runner and the swimmer then, if they have a small crash course in order.
Yeah, I think so. Basically because of the long swims. They are these, and we've seen a couple of 3 kilometer swims before and so on. They are so hard if you don't know how to swim.
No. A good question.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Good. Keep sending us questions. info@onewaterrace.com, or you can also use the social media. Now it actually starts to rain a bit. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see what happens with the condition. The wind is going to pick up. We know that for sure. It's going to be a bit windy later on this afternoon. Anything more, finally, Stefan, about this fourth stage, which the leaders now have entered?
No, it's a beautiful stage, honestly. Out here in the archipelago, these small islands are super beautiful. So it's a nice stage to view on TV, but in the evening, I think you will get some entertainment when you see how they solve or not solve those challenges down further.
So we'll see if they can enjoy the beautiful nature and stay tuned, because there's a lot of action coming over the next at least 24 hours.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a lot left of this race. Thank you very much, Stefan.
Thank you.
Talk to you later. And now let's go back to the race.
Aspen, 4-stroke fuel.
inte det är kattligt för det. Det här är ju vår julfilm. Det här var ju vår för... Vad sa du? Down here. Keep it smooth. Bra jobbat.
Innan jag tar massor. Ja. Ja, ända upp till korsningen vita.
Oj, vita stigen.
Där den kom ut. Ända, alltså inte där vi började den. Där den kom ut. Där vi klev av den. Nej, men jag har inte det för dig. Nej, ja. Jag vet inte. Ja. Jag får tyvärr vara ärlig. Vet ni en sak? Nej, klockan bara 10. Det är faktiskt inte så mycket.
Det är bra. You gotta jump in. Okay? Come on. All right, let's go. No. Okay. Good work, guys. Let's go. 3 kilometers. I've got the green flag. Green flag, William. Green flagger. Yep. Suits done up. Goggles, Robbie. Goggles, Robbie. Suits done up.
Hang on, wait, your suit.
Green flag. Aim for the end of the island. Jump in. One at a time. Let's go.
Sanna för dem och fråga.
De tävlar.
Det är bra faktiskt, en tävling.
Mitt ut och tävlar.
Okej, ja.
Vi ska till Landsort.
Vad kul.
Ja.
Tack.
Vi gör det. Kolla på TV4 Play. Allting livesänds. Heja på team 3!
Prova en efterrätt igen.
Oj. Vänta, nu känner jag mig lite som en huvud. Är du säker?
Jag är säker.
Ja. Yes. Jag ser också. Jag fick bara en sån. Var det en sån här backe här?
Det är helt rätt. Det är helt rätt att kolla.
Ja, lite matpaus. Kommer ni ihåg vad vi sa till Robban om de andra? De med koffein. Om vi säger något riktigt dumt, då skulle han mata oss med dem.
Ja.
Och de har inte kommit fram ännu.
Nej. Jag har inte sagt något riktigt dumt än då.
Det är inte att dra till med något i nästa som man kan ta sig en sån.
Han hade den nog i bakfickan i natt tror jag. Men den kom aldrig fram. Det är bra.
Nej, han hörde ju inte din sägning.
Nej.
Om brallorna.
De är ganska sockriga de här.
Ja. Okej, när vi kommer till Landsort, då får vi dusch, öl, burgare, borsta tänderna. Ja. Fredrik, rangordna dem. Vilken längtar du mest efter?
Ölen, mer.
Ölen?
Ölen mer. Lätt.
Susie? Alltså jag skulle också se ölen. Men jag skulle ha ett önskemål. Då skickar jag med till organisationen. En avklädare. Ja, just det. Det önskar jag mig.
Och någon som hänger upp.
Vi har bokat en åt dig här. Önskar mig en som heter med allting. Bara lägger mig på rygg så. På gräset. Precis. Marika. Vad önskar du dig? Det var rangordnade. Jag tror också att det är ölen som går först. Men, för det är anledningen till att den här tankebanan dök upp var att jag funderade på om man borde skynda sig och duscha innan adrenalinet släpper. Innan det börjar göra ont på riktigt att duscha.
Ja. Men då hjälper ju ölen tänker jag.
Ja. Öl i duschen i och för sig. Susie. Ja, där har vi något. Nu är vi på ny mark.
Ja, nu precis där var korsningen.
Japp. Men det är ju inte ny.
Bra. Oj.
Så nu kan vi göra det. Ja! Gött. Det är bra. Bra jobbat hörni. Ja. Ja, jag blev också... Klockan kunde jag öppna upp.
Ja, det är det.
Men kompassen, den är tejpad. Så den fick jag ta mig.
Visst, måste dra upp den.
Nej, jag ska
Nu bara.
Det är inte fast enough. Oh my god.
samma plats igen? Nej.
Nice finish.
If it was just a swim race, team swim race, maybe it'd be okay. You know, it's not getting in, getting out.
Good job.
Winners of this year's one.
Awesome work.
What you got? Oh, team folks.
All right.
Okay. Right. So where are we going now? Back on the
The
tug.
pitch the boat now.
See you later.
Good job.
See you guys.
See you. Very good job.
Where do we go here? We just go straight back forward.
We go to the Arsenal rigger. The studio. Yes. What is it? You'll be large. You'll be happy. Well, I get all the logistical. Yeah, hopefully they're not being ridiculed. No.
Hur långt ska vi ner?
En och en halv.
Eller vi kan...
Ja, vi kan ta åt. Bara gå och sitta.
Vad är det?
Jag har ingen tår.
Vad säger du? Jag drog ut med saker. Det var irriterande. Jag var så törstig med mitt huvud.
Totalt.
Det är sen.
Jag hör.
Lite energi här ni innan simmet nu.
Ja, snart.
Snart.
Så att vi går till skylten. Jag har lite att ta på mig här, märker jag.
Det vill jag gärna göra. Istället för att springa och sen stå.
Ja.
Ja, nästan tömt. Bra. Mycket bra. Men jag har inte fått lite för många bars. Och det kan man inte äta för många.
Nej, hur mer jag orkar ta. Jag har väl kvar. Men jag kan ge lite. Fick vi 2 gelisar. Alltså, fick vi 2 gelis. Det var skitmycket. Jag tror att det var sånt extra.
Ja, men det kom från någon gammal då.
Jag har fått ut. Missat att göra.
De är lite bastanta när de kommer, men det är så det ska vara.
Ja. Vi betar oss igenom dem. Ändå.
Vad sa du?
Vi betar oss igenom dem. Ändå.
Ja.
Är det någon som vill ha en snatt?
Ja, jag kan. Jag tror jag har lite. Jag kan nog.
Den här rusen är ut nu.
Börjar vi om på en ny kula, eller?
Men energi.
Ja.
Inte riktigt än. Men...
Nej, bra. Vi gör det när det är planerat.
Men står han där redo kan vi plocka på oss grejerna. Om inte står de fastnade vid simhängarna. Jag behöver inte behöva hetsa på dem. Riktigt där.
Dra fram. Ja, det var ju lite knasigt. Nej, vi kan gå in lite grann. Vi kan gå precis bredvid. Sen går den här frågan.
Den tar vi. Ja,
Jävligt mycket muskler.
det är nog den då.
Ja, men där så kan det nog gå faktiskt. Och det är väl typ att gå, alltså det här gräset som är utanför huset på samma sätt som det går. Där. Kan du hålla den? Du lämnar den till rabatten.
han kommer nog inte in tror jag.
Det här kommer han inte in.
Anna, ta den närmaste träbryggan där så snabbt som möjligt nu.
Tack. Tack. Alex, sikta på det där vita konstiga.
Va?
Sikta på det vita konstiga.
Vita konstiga, ja.
Ja. Så ser vi om det blir bra. Bra jobbat gänget! var här, vi filmar ju. Här kommer varm saft som ni kan ha och gå.
Är det här nära djurnäset?
Jag vet faktiskt inte. Ja, det var exakt den. Ta upp den flaskan också.
Vad kul det här blev.
Här är en löpning på ungefär 1,5 kilometer. Och sen så blir det knappa 1000 och sen är det jättelång löpning.
Ja. Ja, bra.
Ja.
Det här gjorde vi bra.
Skitbra. Det var så jävla grymt att ni fick vinden i ryggen.
Ja.
Du vet, i början gick det som tåget verkligen. Ni ska komma upp på en stig här. Man kan ta både rätt upp och vänster.
Okej.
Jag har ritat rätt upp för att det ser närmast ut. Men den går som en ring liksom. Och sen ut så.
Okej, ja men då kollar jag. Tack.
Grymt ses vi på andra sidan som vi nämnde. Ja. Nu är det liksom nästan bli.
Farväl!
Där i och för sig, jag har ingen tomt heller. Det är längre än vad man tror. Det är som halva vägen från 13. När man alltså gick på grund, ja.
Går det att sätta landmärket på den sidan?
På den? Ja, men det ska väl, det bör ju gå.
Jag kan springa med dem på den lilla.
Ja.
Den är nog fin den där, tror jag. Ja,
Det
den
blir nog lite fin.
Den är nog riktigt fin, men det känns som det kan vara riktigt halt. Om man tittar där. Det ser allting halt ut i och för sig.
Ja.
When I did the race in 2022, it was by far the longest race I'd ever done. Previous to that, it had been a 3-hour marathon was my longest race. And really since then, I've been continuing to explore my limits of human endurance. And I think being part of a race and being part of the community, especially the team aspect, is something that really speaks to me as a great opportunity to explore my limits once again and see if we can finish this as a team.
This race is a beautiful, dark beast.
It's the hardest race in the world.
I'm not quitting.
One of the toughest things humanly possible.
What is the ultimate proof of human capacity?
You have to put in a lot of hard work to achieve results in endurance sports. Even if there were no races, I would still put in all this work. It's just fun to be out in nature, working hard and pushing your limits and trying to get a little bit faster and a little bit stronger. So that's really informed my training philosophy over the last couple of years, trying to challenge myself with new things and longer things, but also bringing a lot of joy to that process. Pain is inevitable, but the suffering is optional. So really finding joy in that daily grind is important to me. Fully present in it, I think, is important too. Becoming fully ready to dedicate yourself to whatever the task is that day. We're in the Deschutes National Forest. This is a nice forest because it's pretty thin. You can run it. Well, you don't need to be on the trails. You can just follow a bearing. being able to find joy in the grind, I think, is maybe something unique to my personality. It's easier for me to get into a flow state or get in just absorbed in the moment of moving through nature. It's just kind of a thing that makes sense to me. I usually tell my wife I'm going to be back in about an hour and a half, and then it's like 2.5 hours. So I usually lose track of time out here. Get in trouble for that. Living here, there's a lot of seasonality. You can't run in the mountains in the winter here. There's too much snow. So that's why I learned to ski, or tried to learn to ski when I moved here, and I'm working on that.
We're getting close to the summit. It's getting a little thinner on the trees, and we're pretty socked in a cloud. It's about 8,000 feet above sea level, and we won't be able to see any view today because we're socked in.
So the uphill is pretty easy for me from being a runner. You just got to go up. But coming downhill is more of an adventure. I'm still learning how to turn and not crash on the downhills.
This is a really nice mountain tour because it's close to town. You don't have to do any sort of approach, and it's a very gentle slope for beginner skiers like me.
One of the advantages of living in Bend is that you can do a lot of different activities in the same day. My training day-to-day looks sort of like whatever fits in around working from home. Skate skiing is only about 20 minutes drive from home, so I can get here before work and get back. So I do that a lot of mornings. It's nice because it's freshly groomed. It's really difficult for me. I'm not super comfortable on the snow. Fell a couple times on camera, so that was fun. And then swimming, we live close to the pool, so do a lot of swimming and running around town as well before and after work. Usually I'll work out twice a day, training for one water, something in the morning and then something after work too.
One reason I really like coming to the track in my training sessions is the social aspect. It's really fun to be a part of a running group, to come here, do some interval workouts, do some faster stuff, and have people to do that with. The track keeps you really honest. The time's always the same, or the distance is always the same, so the times don't lie. That's why I work the track into my training. Doing the inaugural race in 2022 was an amazing experience.
Check the bearing.
Okay.
We're good.
We had a positive attitude the whole way, and we really kept moving really well the whole way. That's why my hands are white too.
Even in the sun, you're still feeling really cold?
I think the second night of racing was hard on all of the teams, but especially our team. We were starting to get cold and more sleep deprived.
Do you have eyes on Tim?
I think a moment where I realized I was really faltering was I was starting to see plants look like animals. Plants would blow in the wind and I would think they were animals and I would like jump away from them.
Did you see him?
We're still going this way though, right?
Oh, we're going this way, right?
Oh.
I told you we could just still have a chance.
You guys are doing amazing. So
I'm not okay though, Jason.
I know, we got sleeping bags laid out.
When we got to Uto after about 48 hours, Renee got really cold and Tim and I were also cold.
I'm not quitting.
We're not, nobody's quitting. I want you to drink a little more of that. We're gonna get some food in you.
I certainly do not want her to get in for a 6K swim. No.
And it was time to call it an end for 2022, but it was one of the toughest decisions I've ever made.
Feel good? Super proud of us and how we came together.
We learned during it how to be even better as a team.
My wife and I got married in 2023, and we welcomed our first child, Callan, in December of 2024. So he's about 10 weeks old now. And he'll be less than a year by the time one water race completes. Have fun at yoga.
I think Chris he's a little stubborn. He's also very competitive, but mostly with himself. And he's extremely disciplined and like dedicated to whatever his goals are. The thing that I'm impressed by is that he seems to enjoy it, and it gives him fuel for the rest of the things he does during the day.
Another philosophy I bring to my training comes from my work experience, is the concept of Kaizen, which is a concept from the Japanese, and it sort of means continuous improvement. I think it really applies in a race like the One Water. Lots of little things go wrong, and you have to be willing to make adjustments and adaptations. And the same in training, on long training runs. Just being able to constantly change small things and add up to making forward progress, and really, I think, pays dividends in the long run. Have you done the sauna before here?
I haven't done this sauna. I've done a couple in some other places, but I'm pretty excited that we have this now.
It's funny in a race where there's fewer than 30 people in the entire world doing this race, that two of us are on different teams in the same small town here in Oregon. It's a coincidence in some ways, but in other ways it makes sense because Bend is such a hub of endurance athletes in all these endurance sports here. It makes sense to me.
It's awesome that I have Chris here in the same city as me. The river needs to be a lot closer.
It's the walk back I'm worried about.
I'm definitely going to use it to my advantage. We're definitely going to go on some training runs. You know, we're already kind of sharing our tips and tricks. So yeah, I feel super lucky.
Oh my god!
This is always, I mean, det går bra.
Alltså ni kommer fram till checkpointen.
Ja. Var det det eller? Ja, det ser bra ut William. Det är ganska halkigt. Alltså.
Ja, det är bra. 3 meter.
Ja.
Kör på. 2 meter. Good work, Glenn. Keep going straight. Keep going. 1 meter. Keep going. Keep going. Half a meter.
Yeah.
Good. Good work, guys. Great work. 3K. Good pace. Right, come up here.
Could be sunny, boy.
Good work, guys.
Getting strong. Excellent swim. Fill up. Great work.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Machine, Glenn.
More meals on the cue, please.
Nice to see you.
Come and touch. Good job. Warm meals. This is just a passing shower.
Pardon?
Touch. That's it. Thank you. Good job.
Keep looking better and better.
We're gonna keep moving because of the rain. It's gonna stop in a sec, but this is gonna be a little run here. So just let me get the map out, and we'll get going. Okay.
Doing good?
Getting there.
Yeah, you're looking fresher than at the start.
You're doing great. Yep. All right. Yeah, a few long swims coming up, okay? And these are the last one before Danziger Gap, which looks pretty standard, okay? Standard Danziger Gap. Little bit different. It's actually a little bit shorter. We're going to one of the islands to the north, okay? All right, so Danziger Gap will be a little bit shorter, a little bit of island hopping, and then a bit shorter, and then a couple more swims after, okay? So the end's in sight, okay? None of this 9K bullshit we did last year. All right, let's go running here. All right, we're going to do about a 3K run.
From here?
Yeah.
Is that a swim?
Huh?
Just gonna heat up during that 3K. Warm up and take a leak.
Robbie, the pen's not working, okay? Meet you here.